Good afternoon, guys. This is Mr. Paul Bridges from Blue Therapy. I want to thank you guys so much for your support of my very first acting gig. This has really been an experience for myself. Literally, it's overwhelming. We've been able to get millions of views around the world, and I've never been a part of a social experiment like this in my life. And when I say it has so much of an impact that it hit the auntie WhatsApp group. You know, if you're on the auntie WhatsApp group, you're clear. That one, you're already clear already. So when I got there, the aunties was like, Paul. I said, no, we did it. We did it. All those months of practicing, all that provider role that I was giving my all. Although it did trigger people, and I apologize for that dearly from the bottom of my heart, because obviously I was playing a role that I was given. But at the same time, like within the whole team, like we worked so hard and we were able to pull it off. I want to also thank my fellow casting actors, on-screen girlfriend Chioma, Deborah, Jamel, obviously Denise, you know how that went. I also want to thank the Trend Central team, Andy, everyone that's been involved. It has been an amazing experience, and I really, really thank God so deeply. We've been able to touch on serious topics within our community. You know, I've seen debates and conversations and reaction videos, and people are openly having discussions that I've never really seen people have online before. It's such an experience to be a part of this. I really, really thank you all for helping out. You know, in the future, social experiments, TVs, hosting, shows, movies, feel free to contact me on info@mrpaulbridges.com. Guys, thank you so much. God bless and have a great day.
Wow. Paul. I'm not too sure if you were meant to expose that, you know, but either way, Lego.
Early in the morning.
What's going on, people? It's your boy Cam, Topical Juice, and I'm back with another video today. Apologies, I've been a bit of ghost the last few days. I've been a bit frustrated, I've been a bit pissed off for a number of different reasons that I can't even be asked to go into right now, because I'm hoping they're going to be resolved shortly, very soon. We're moving forward. I'm back on your screens, another video around Blue Therapy, because boy, you saw the video that I just showed right there. You saw the video. That came out yesterday. Paul released that video on Instagram yesterday. And it's got a lot of people up in arms because a lot of people didn't realize the show was scripted or staged. Yeah, I'm going to talk about it because now people have started to clock that it's like fake or whatever, or I'm going to say fake. Now people have clocked that it's fake. People are now reflecting on the show and what they've seen, and now they're thinking, raw, like that scene was a bit mad, or this was a bit mad. So listen, without further ado, yeah, let's get into this. I'm keen to get into this discussion. I'm keen to hear what you lot think in it. I'm very keen to hear your thoughts, because there was a lot of people in my own comment section of my own reaction videos, yeah, that were like, oh, it's definitely not fake. The producer said it's real, but like all this stuff, like I'm gonna get into all that. I'm gonna break it down. So I'm keen to hear what you lot think, because a lot of people was buying into it. So like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell to be notified, hit that subscribe button if you're new. If you want to support the boys' merch, tjmerch.store, or alternatively the link is in the description below. So where do we start? Now, obviously, first things first, Paul has released this information now on Instagram. He has released this video, that the one we played at the start of this video, confirming that the show's fake. This is his first acting gig. He's grateful to the team. He's grateful to his online girlfriend Chioma, Deborah, Jamel. He's grateful to, I think, Andy. Is that Andy's the person? I don't know if Andy's the person that created Trend Central or runs Trend Central, whatever. So yeah, like he's really giving a speech here. Now, the first thing I want to say here is that whether I knew it was real or not, yeah, or whether I thought it was fake or not, first things first, are you sure you were meant to release this information, Paul, yeah? Because you see the reaction, yeah, everyone else's reaction is like, no one else is confirming what you're saying in it. Now, don't get me wrong, there's bare things that like suggested it was fake. The script wasn't consistent. You know, 1 minute they're saying this, but then they're contradicting that here. You know, the fact that they're all actors. Chioma has actor in her Instagram bio. Denise on her Star Now account. Star Now is an acting gig. Star Now is like an acting for actors and models. Star Now on LinkedIn, she had actor, and there's clear evidence she's got a website called Denise Waterman and things like that. She's clearly an actress or actor, whatever you want to call it. Don't get me wrong, the concept of the show was amazing, but like it was obvious that, you know, come on, it's not going to be real, is it? Are people really going to air their personal information out there like that, and then come back in and talk about it on the camera like, oh yeah, you know when they come in face to face with the camera one-on-one, that's a different day, innit? That's a different day. So of course, it just doesn't make sense to you to go to couples therapy, then come in the next day to do your little individual bit. Let's be real here, like it was never going to be truly truly real, you know what I'm saying? So, in my opinion anyway, I was questioning whether it was real after episode 1, and I was thinking, something doesn't seem right. But either way, yeah, that's why I dropped a video a month ago saying Blue Therapy might be fake, but the concepts are not. We can learn a lot from the show, and I stand by that. Now, the reason why I'm making this video is because there's still a bit of question marks over the validity of the show. Is that the right word? Validity, is that the right word? Like, is it real or not? Because Chioma's now come out and released a bit of a cryptic post. As you can see on your screens right now, she's saying, nice try, hashtag Blue Therapy. Now, not only that, if you look at her story, she's posted this. It says, you're mad because I called you broke. I'm not shaming in any way, but stop the cap. Don't thank us for anything as we didn't co-sign your video. And then she says, wahala for who no get money. Wow. For who no get money, you know. It's a bit mad still. So obviously, if you go on Deborah's Instagram, if you go on Jamel's Instagram, no one's co-signing this, innit? And obviously Chioma's the only one that's come out and said, nice try. But Paul's the only one that's come out and exposed the fact that it's not a real show. Depending on whoever you believe, I'm gonna go with Paul in it, because I always thought the show was staged. But keeping in mind, yeah, that I think the concepts are very real and very valid and very relevant, I don't think we should be cussing Trend Central. I don't think we should be angry at Blue Therapy. I actually don't think now that we should take away our ratings and respect for them because the show's not real. Really and truly, we should actually appreciate the fact that they're touching on such deep and dark topics. Now, don't get me wrong. Those of you that watched my reaction to the finale, would know that I thought that was a bit of an uncomfortable topic. I ain't gonna lie to you. I thought episode 6, the finale, they really touched on a very dark and quite serious topic in the termination of a pregnancy. Now, a lot of people obviously are going to be a little bit confused and a bit conflicted by that, because a lot of people buy into the characters, do you understand? People really buy into the characters and they empathize with the characters. You know, I know far too many people that have had the A word, do you know what I'm saying? And I know people that have had multiple, do you understand? I'm not shaming them for that. I've been there for them. I've been there through thick and thin where they've gone through this termination, do you understand? I've been there for people, multiple people. But you know, this is a topic that's actually relevant to a lot of people. You feel me? It's a topic that's quite serious and one that a lot of people can empathize with. So if you have gone through something quite traumatic like that and you see a show touch on it and you don't like the fact that they touched on it, if it's fake, you're well within your rights to feel like that. I can't even argue with that, you know what I'm saying? I can't say that you're wrong for feeling like that. I disagree to an extent, and the reason why I disagree is because I think it's actually quite brave for Trend Central to push the boundaries on what can be talked about and what discussions can be discussed. But I do understand. Like, if I'm a woman, for instance, and I've gone through a termination of a pregnancy and that's affected me mentally in a certain way, and I've really grown to feel Chioma, I've grown to feel the characters, just to find out it's fake, I get it. You understand? I understand that maybe people would feel a type of way about that. To a large extent, I completely agree with you. But also to an extent, I actually applaud Blue Therapy, and I actually applaud Trend Central for touching on something that is a very touchy subject and exploring it with respect. Now, don't get me wrong, Denise wasn't really Denise's involvement, in that scene wasn't really respectful. Like, as much as I agreed with the point she made about Chioma being the one to actually, you know, it is a woman's right to choose and things like that, I do agree with her point. She didn't handle it very empathetically. Now we know that the show is not real. You can actually think, oh, rah, like, you probably should have handled that with a bit more care. But either way, I still don't even know, innit? I've always thought the show's staged, but who knows? The reason why there's a lot of conflict because the director, for instance, the director of Blue Therapy came out. So literally like 6 weeks ago, the director was like, oh, nah, the show's real. Like, after episode 1 came out, episode 1 came out, he was like, oh, the show's real. The characters are in a relationship, but it's just a bit tweaked, it's a bit staged and things like that. Now listen, let me tell you something for free. Even if the show was flat out fake 100%, the director will still tell you it's real. Like, let me just get that into you lot's head right now. Like, people tell you that reality TV is real. It's not. It's not real. You know, as much as reality TV, you'd like to think it's real. You know, I know you'd like to think Love Island is authentic and purely real and not staged. It's not. Yeah, I know you'd like to think that celebs go dating is purely authentic and real. It's not. The producers, they stage things. I've been on TV before. I've been on a reality TV show. If you followed me long enough, you'll know what show it was as well. So like, I can tell you firsthand. Yeah, I've been in a model for a modeling industry as well. Like, I know what it's like to be in front of a camera and for them to direct the narrative. Do you understand? So even if it was 100% fake, which it most likely is, the director or the producer is not going to tell you that. Do you know what I'm saying? He wants you to believe it's real. It's all part of the illusion of reality TV. It's part of what it is. It's what makes it entertaining. Otherwise, if you realize it was completely fake, you wouldn't enjoy it. Now, I don't blame them for that. I'm literally not sitting here. I don't care if it. I said from the jump, I do not care if it's real or fake. I am flipping it. I'm entertained by this damn show. I love it. You know, I felt the characters. I really appreciated the messages. Don't get me wrong, I do think the last episode it's a grey area. I ain't gonna lie to you. I thought that last episode was you're touching it, you're dabbling in quite controversial topics there. I ain't gonna lie to you, you are. But listen, someone's got to do it. You know, someone's got to be brave enough to talk on these things. Because I've spoken on the A word before. I've spoken on that before, and you know, I'll talk on it again. Do you know what I'm saying? Because these deeper topics need to be spoken about, and not just from a female perspective as well. But that's for another day. Ultimately, I'm very intrigued to hear what you lot got to say on this, because now that he's come out and said this video, like now he's come out and posted this, like, what's your thoughts? He really, like, man really came out and was like, thank you. But then, like, what's your thoughts on Chioma? Because now Choma's come out and said that, just because I called you broke and this and this. Now, listen, someone's lying. Do you understand? Someone is lying. Choma's lying, or Paul's lying, the director's lying. Someone's lying, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? Someone's lying. Now, a lot of people think Paul's lying because they're saying that, he's now broke and he's just scared of the backlash. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think the backlash is what is making him scared. I don't know, I'm a bit confused, because some people are saying, oh no, but Paul did an interview where he said this, and yeah, but the thing is, what you need to realize is it's a character. It is a character. If it's a social experiment, they're not going to want to show that for a while, are they? It's the idea of a social experiment is you make people believe it's real. So you're then playing a character. So any interview you saw Paul do, he was still in character, do you understand? That's my belief, he was still in character. Look at his demeanor in that video. He was a lot more, he was a lot less Paul. Do you know what I'm saying? He was a lot less Paul, he was a lot more smiley, he was a lot less, you know, he even acknowledged the fact that he apologised for people, the fact that he triggered, but it was only this, that and the other. So listen, I think it would be a bit weird for him, if he's not an actor, I think it'd be a bit weird for him to come out and say it's fake. Like, I know people like a conspiracy theory, let's be real here, like it's very likely it was staged. I think there was a lot of signs that from the jump that it said it's staged, but I think if you clocked it was staged, you have to appreciate it for what it actually is, and that's pure entertainment. And I literally loved it. I can't wait for a season 2 to come out if they want to do that. Do you understand? So yeah, let me know your thoughts below. As I said a million times, I don't care if it's fake, but I understand that some people do, especially when they touched on some of the deeper, darker topics. But ultimately, I think we should just congratulate them for having a successful show, and for being brave enough for actually talking on some of these topics. However, you know, I don't represent the opinion of, that's not the opinion of everyone else, do you know what I'm saying? So if you have a different opinion, I appreciate that. Respectfully leave it in the comment section below. Like, comment, subscribe. And yeah, man, I'll see you lot soon. Peace.